I get maybe 2 emails a week now coming from them.
Yeah.
Instead of hundreds and thousands, he's taking care of them. So this is great that this is spreading. And then I'm supposed to go to Australia next, and then Bali wants to take me to India and try to get this working in India. I just did coast to coast with Canada. I started Vancouver,
Wow.
Calgary, Vulcan, Regina, Estevan, Toronto, Quebec City,
Yeah.
Montreal. Then I came out to New Brunswick, and now
So you've done Canada.
Came back to the States last night.
Manchester.
Okay.
5 weeks.
And
yeah.
you've been to England. Where else have you been thus far?
Well, in England, I did 5 weeks. I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liverpool. I did at
Wow.
Manchester, Birmingham. I did the whole. I went down to Plymouth, where Brian Garish was. So
Yeah.
I've been all over. And
Wow.
people, I show up. People, they hand me. It's funny. They don't hand me paper to sign like a rock star. They ask me, "Can you solve my problem?" I
Right.
said, "What's your problem?" And I did that to some nice lady, and she sat in the front row for 2 shows with her son. And she finally got to me. She said, "Can you?" I got a whatever it was, mortgage problem, credit card, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I said to her, "I said, give me something to write on." She gave me a napkin. I just wrote, "Send that in. You'll be done." And she looked at me like, pfft, and then she got drifted into the crowd, disappeared.
Yeah.
So Balraj said to me, she tried 2 more styles, and then she did that one little letter thing that I wrote to her, and she said they accepted it, and now she can move out of England, not worrying about debt following her. I said, well, there you
Wow.
go. I said, this stuff is simple. 2-3 sentences, tops, you're done.
Yeah.
And
But
it does. It sounds too simple.
There's no billable hours.
Right.
That's why I say to people, I said, I can't understand, because somebody like me tries to say to people, I don't know how I can make money doing this because it's too simple.
Yeah.
There's no billable hours.
Right.
There's no manifestos. There's nothing.
Yeah.
It's 2-3 sentences, done.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's it.
But you
that's
obviously love helping people. And
I wouldn't be here.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm a very private guy. The U.S. Marshals, when they looked for me last year, they could not find me, so they had to go to my sister's classroom, which was really embarrassing to my sister. And they had to go in there 2-3 days trying to get her to tell me to come in now. And I said, look, I got a farm.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be there in 2-3 days. Yeah, I'll close up the farm. You guys back off. I'll be there. I'll give you my word.
They actually went to her to get to you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because
Wow.
I'm a very quiet guy. Like I
Yeah.
said, sometimes I don't talk for weeks at a time, especially when I was doing that dictionary. When somebody talked to me, I'd have to go A, B, C, D, try to get my vocal cords going again. So I'm not this kind of guy that likes
Wow.
going out into the public.
Yeah.
I live a very secluded lifestyle on the end of a dirt road, and it's very nice.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
it's so funny, some sheriff's department down there in Rockbridge County pulled up to the house one day, and me and my sister were there. It's like, yeah, you're probably wondering who this crazy guy is doing in this house. You probably think I'm doing crystal meth or pot or something, huh? I said, me and my sister were on the front gate. I said, why don't you take a walk in the house and take a look, see what you got going on in there? So he's like, you don't mind? Nah, go ahead. So he walked in the front door. About 2 minutes later, he walked out the side door. He went right past us, right back to his car. See everything you need to see in there, sir. You sure you don't want to ask me a question? No, sir. I said, anytime you folks need a hand, let me know. I'm up here. You know where I'm at. What he saw was law books.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Law books stacked to the ceiling.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
he's like, I am not. I know what this guy's. I'm not. Oh, no. He's like, I'm not going around with this guy. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do no drugs. That's why I have no problem saying just walk in the house, take a look.
So what is it about you that made you, when you had your own situation that you had to solve?
Yeah.
Because most people wouldn't do what
Yes.
you did. Most people would just, accept whatever the system deals them. What is there something about how you were raised or something in your
Oh, yeah.
background that made you say, no, I'm going to figure this out?
Well, I loved old books, like old mythology books and stuff like that. And just like if you ever read like Odysseus, no matter how far he was going to home, he'd always have another invention, throw him back across the other side of the planet, come back.
Sure.
And what happened at the end, if you remember with Odysseus, the kings and the princes that were trying to take his world from him and his wife, he had no mercy. He says, you tried to destroy my world, and payback's, is coming.
Yeah.
So he destroyed everybody. So it's like, you destroyed my world. You stole my child. I gave them fair warning. I said, only a man only lives for his children. If he doesn't have children, what was his purpose of being here? That's my belief.
Yeah.
To procreate and to create good people to put out there in society and to aid others. So if if I'm not allowed to do that, and you're interfering with my right to do that, I'm going to do everything I can to stop you people from ever thinking about doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
And when I found where my child was being held in some single-wide mobile home, and there was like 5 or 6 other Downs babies in there,
Wow.
I was able to get him out, but what about all those others? So then I was like, I can't leave them behind. And I've always had that mentality, like, you can't leave somebody behind.
Yeah.
You got to get, and you got to get. you got to do it or die trying. And I said, violence isn't going to get it because there's 10 million of them, one of me. I'm going to run out of bullets eventually.
Right.
So how are they doing this? They're doing this with paper and pen. So how do I beat them with their own words? So if you ever watched or ever read The Merchant of Venice, you see how they got the Shylock with his own words.
Yeah.
They used his own words against him.
Yeah.
He could take a pound of flesh, but the contract did not express that he was allowed to take 1 drop of blood. So go ahead and take your pound of flesh, but heaven help you if you spill 1 drop of blood, because in that contract it has to be expressed, not implied.
Yeah.
And the worst thing that you folks do is that you use synonyms when you go to court. Instead of using the word request, instead of using the word require, you use request. Now, make believe when you go to court, and how I do everything in 2-3 sentences, it's like a crossword puzzle.
Okay.
If the word require belongs in there, it's require. Don't try to squeeze in request, because you don't get points in crossword puzzle for being close. There's no synonyms.
Yeah.
It's deadly accurate. Each word means a certain thing.
Well, that makes sense, because a request, they can deny your request, but if you say I require.
Require means by right and authority.
Yeah.
So they don't the governments have authority. They could request things, but they don't have rights.
Okay.
Only man has rights. So, like I said, governments have duties, responsibilities, and obligations in which they are ascribed to, which
Yeah.
they form a little compact or a contract or a constitution, which they all agree to abide by a certain set of rules. Man is dynamic, fluid, and he can come and go as he pleases. He could jump into the second dimension and be a citizen, or he could jump out and be an idiot, a private person.
Right.
So I used to mess with people on their shows. I used to say, sir, you're talking to an idiot. It's like, yeah, you sound like an idiot. I said, I'm damn proud of it. So when you Google it, you could go to etymolline.com. It's like ETYOLINE.com. Google idiot. And don't use the 20th century version of idiot, 19th century, 18th century. Go back to the source. Go back to Sanskrit, or go back to Greek, or go back to Latin. Go back to the root of the word and see how the legal society twisted it. Because I could ask you a simple question like this. Say I'm a judge and I come into court. I got 2 friends who are judges, so that kind of helps too. Say I come to court and I said, I got a cup of coffee. I said, man, I don't want to deal with nobody today. I say in court, does anybody want to argue with me? Is there any arguments before this court today? I say, State, are you ready with your cases? Yes, I'm ready. Is there anybody here to argue? Does anybody want to argue today? Just come forward and just make an argument. My head is killing me. My wife drove me nuts. Is there anybody want to argue today? No, good. Then everything goes to the state, because the argue means to shine through, to make transparent, to make clear, to state your side.
Yeah.
If you don't want to state your side, if you don't want to bring your forth, if you don't want to shine through, make white, make transparent, good. I'm going to have a nice, quiet day.
Right.
Nobody's here to argue with this. Is anybody here to argue with the state today? No. Good. I'm going to go get another cup of coffee. This one's getting cold. So they could run through you people like lightning, because you don't understand, because you were taught when you were a little kid, don't argue with me.
Right, exactly.
If you argue, you're going to get your hand hit or slapped around. It's beaten into you not to argue.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Or if, say, you were beaten by 5 cops, right? And if I was a judge, I'd do it real simple. I'd say, are you telling me that you suffered by the acts of these police officers? What would you say?
Yes.
Oh, good. Next case. And you'd call me every name in the book.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what the word suffer means.
Right.
That you had the ability to do something about it, but you chose not to. So you laid there by consent, and you chose to take it.
Wow.
Suffrage.
Okay.
But you decided,
that makes sense.
right? So I could do, like I said, my buddy became a judge. It was funny, and he said we'd like to eat barbecue like on Thursdays, and we'd meet up and eat barbecue in Alabama, Birmingham, while I was trying to get my kid out, because they would never give me the case file. So it was a lot of fun trying to figure out how to get a copy of the contract. When they finally gave me the copy of the contract that they said the case was relying upon, it had an 80-year-old woman's name on it, a 40-something-year-old uncle's name on it, and a 3-year-old girl living in an apartment. It had nothing to do with the Downs baby, so it's just flagrant. It was such a forged entrant, it wasn't even funny. So when I brought it to their attention, they said, what's it going to take to settle, Mr. Lentz? We can indemnify it up to $1.2 million. And my sister was sitting in the truck next to me. She said, take the money. I said, shut up. I said, I got this. I said, sir, when I know what I'm entitled to, I'll let you know. So I said to my sister, I said, there's got to be a bigger purpose why this all happened. I said, I am not selling for the quick cash, because there's billions of people who are millionaires and nobody knows who they are. I said, they were going to remember me in the state of Alabama.
Were you tempted in that moment to
No.
settle for the quick cash?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Money's a joke. And I certainly don't want their evil money. God will provide.
Right.
Because that's what happened to Bali one time in court. Let's put this one. This is an easy one, too. Want. Bali was on trial. Well, a couple of Punjabis were on trial. But Bali spoke pretty good English. And the judge said to him, do you want me to put your witness on a stand? And Bali would say yes. I said, Bali. And I made sure nice and loud for the judge. Bali, I want of no man, God provides. I require you to place my witness on a stand, or I will do it for you. I want of no man. Because say, Mommy, I want a lollipop. Mommy could say no. Mommy could deny it. Mommy could say no lollipop. So do you want me to put the witness on the stand? No, I don't want you to do anything. I require of you, because I have authority and a right and power over you, to place my witness on the stand, or I will do your job for you.
Right. Okay.
So I made sure it was nice and loud. God, I said, I want of no man, God provides all.
Right.
So see, people don't understand. These people are very honorable people, these judges. They play it to the letter of the law. And like I said, my buddy, when he became a judge, he said, I can't go do barbecue with him on Thursday. I said, why not? He said, I got to go to judge school. Wow, that's right. You won the election. You're going to be a judge. How long does it take in judge school? He said, about 3 days. So you could win the election and be a judge. You could win to be 3 days. There's only a couple of words.
In and out. Yeah. There's nothing to learn, really.
That's it. There's a couple of words to trick you guys to get rid of you.
Yeah.
Simple words. Like I said, my buddy did that in court down in Atlanta. If you've ever been to Cobb County at the Fulton County courtrooms down in Atlanta, there's 6 million people down there. That place is packed. 80% of them is Mexicans, because that's quick money through Mexicans. They see a Mexican, they know they're going to get $500 or $1,000 for no insurance. So they really pick on the Mexicans mercilessly.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cruel what they do to these Mexicans down there. Hardworking, good people.
Yeah.
But anyway, the one guy brought a video camera and he says, my buddy's going to go into court and says he's an idiot.
Yeah.
So he went, when his name was called, he went up to the judge and said, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
So the judge said, so you're saying that you're an idiot? Yes, absolutely. So he said, I have no idea what these codes are. I didn't write the codes. The person who wrote the codes clearly is not in court today to testify that any of these codes are true.
Right.
And clearly you could tell I'm an idiot. So the judge says, so you're an idiot? Is that how you're going to play this? You're an idiot? He said, yeah, then get out of my courtroom. He's no, get out of the courthouse. And then when the guy left, and the guy with the video camera, when the guy left the courthouse, the judge stood up and says, is there any more idiots in this